Good day guys, Victifreak here and welcome back to another drawing tutorial. And whether you can tell or not, I am actually recording with a new camera, which you would already know if you've been following on my recently created Twitter account. By the way, you should follow me on Twitter, links in the description. So today we'll be drawing something quite interesting. About a week and a half ago, I think at the time of this recording, we were given the second Pokemon Sun and Moon gameplay trailer, which we were given the types of the box art legendaries, and we were shown this thing called the Rotom Dex, which is basically a special Pokedex built for a Rotom to go into it, and apparently it will be able to talk to you, kind of like how Dexter does in the anime. And so you'll be able to look at your Dex. Apparently you there's like a GPS sort of thing as well, so you'll be able to locate or you'll be able to search an area, and then it will show in the bottom screen of the DS where you're supposed to go. So that's pretty cool. But that anyway, that's it's not being said, but that's what the trailer made it seem to have. But anyway, today we'll be drawing the Rotom Dex. So here are the tools that you will need for today. We'll be drawing today with markers, mostly because there aren't too many colors, and I think it looks this will look better with markers than pencil. But anyway, but you can do it with color pencil if you'd like. That is totally optional. But we'll be using pencil, eraser, and pen, and a thin outliner as usual. And the colors that you'll need are very simple. We have a red, just a normal red, a gray, a blue, a light blue, and a black. That's totally it. Not much going on here. So let's start off with drawing Rotom. Oh, I mean not Rotom, but Rotom Dex. We'll just be drawing the one Rotom Dex in this drawing. So first off, just do a sort of leaning square-ish square around the center of the page. That's probably a little too big. Yeah, and make the top of the square and around the middle of the page as well. Yep, something like that. And then we're gonna put two triangle-ish shapes on each side of the top of the Rotom, and just curve around like this. And yep, another triangle here, and then connect. That's pretty simple. Might make this a little longer, like this. Yeah, something like that. Make it look like some kind of weird, demented piece of bread. That kind of works, right? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so now put a spike sort of needle-ish shape here, just like that. And I think I might have made rub out the bottom a little, just make this a little shorter. So just rub out the bottom a little and make it a little shorter like this. And make the top bit also a little shorter, but keep the bottom one. Keep this bottom curve and just go like this. And the needle, the spike must be in the center of him, so just put a line in the center, something like that. Whoop, looks like I've cut off the tip a little there. You can't really see it in the video, but that is okay. It just make the tip a little sharp, but as well as a little curved, and you should be good. Let me just try to adjust this a little then. There we go, like that. So just go like that, and there we go. We should be good. So yep, and then we have, I'll just curve this down a little more. There we go. And so just here we're gonna have the hand-like things coming out. So just like this, just put a line like that. Goes down once and then back up again, like that. So like this. It's kind of like a Pikachu's tail in a way. And then the last part is really big, like that. It's like a hand. Just a big square rectangle. And then as we go back in, at the bottom, it gets kind of thinner as well. So keep that in mind. And actually, we might even make it even bigger. Okay, and we'll do a similar thing on this side, except this time. So the Rotom Dex is facing a little towards the left, so the arm here, you can see that it overlaps the edge of him, but here it's going to be slightly behind him, so just make a line here so it's lined. Yes. Go down. And then slightly up this time with the bottom one. So keep the bottom line here somewhat horizontal, but the top one here goes up slightly, like so. There we go, that looks good. And we're gonna have two oval shapes in here, which is probably like the finger or something, I don't know. But there's gonna be an oval shape here in the center, so just put a line there. And here as well. And actually on the on its right finger hand oval thing, there's actually another oval inside. I'm not sure why it's only on this side. It might be like a button or something. It's probably gonna have some kind of significance later on in the game, or even just to use the Dex at all. It might be a button, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, something like this. Alright, and let's put in the feet as well. So the feet, its left feet are is kind of kicking up as if it's walking. This one, just yep, pass it about halfway, like that. And so make sure to put it near the edge of him like this. And the other one, half of it is hidden and it's behind him. There we go. Now it kind of looks like he's walking or something, even though he probably flies. Actually, no, he does fly. It's a Rotom. But yeah. Okay, so now let's see. What should we do next? So let me just curve the edges. So yeah, make sure that the edges are slightly curved. Actually, not quite curved, if anything. And so now let's put in another square. There's actually another square here, which is going to be the screen. Probably. Actually, no, it is the screen, which is shown in the trailer. And make sure that the side that's right to us, the line is a little more. There's a bigger gap between the edge and the screen because he's facing a little towards the left, left of us. So there you go. That's the screen right there. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And now let's put in the, actually no, before we did that I forgot that there's a little lump sort of shape. There's a little lump at the top of the screen like that. And just rub that out. There. Maybe even a little more. So just make sure it's in the center. Like that. And then here we have the two eyes. Like this. So just make it oval. And just like any Rotom, you put a line through the middle like this. And then put another circle. And then rub the line inside the second circle. Got pretty much, and just rub the line that's overlapping the screen. There we go. Something like that. And we'll do the same thing on the outside. Okay, and I'm just gonna curve this up even more. Not as much. There we go. And then put another arc around just about a little higher than the two lines in the middle of the eyes, just around here. Just make an arc like that. And yep, and then we'll put in the mouth. So just around here, he's gonna be very happy. Big smile, and he has teeth as well, so something like that. Actually, there's only two lines in the mouth to show the teeth. And I think we might just make the screen a slightly smaller. And I think I might have needed to make the eye just a little bigger, or maybe just this one. Who knows? We might need to. I think I might have made this eye a little small, and I might need to change. I might need to make this one a little bigger. Excuse me, a little bigger as well. So we'll see what happens. I might need to make it a little wider on the sides. Okay, I think this looks a little better. So I made the eyes slightly bigger, and I needed to move them apart a little more, so there's a bit more space here now. And I might need to make this a little tall, a little higher now, something like that. There we go. And also there are two little dots, little circles like this, little black circles here, which must be where the sound comes out, the speaker, like that. There we go. And just, there we go. And let's see, what else do we need to do? I think that might be pretty much it. So just rub this out, this line. Rub this line out as well. And now we're just gonna do a shape that's inside the screen. Just make about half a circle around the middle here. Yeah, like this, in the center of the screen. And then a line is coming out right here and is barely overlapping, is barely being overlapped by the foot here. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we might just make the button, we're just gonna make the button part of the screen a little shorter, like this. And yeah, we should be good now to outline. Damn, that was pretty fast. Didn't take long at all. So yeah, we should be good to outline. I don't think I've missed anything. No, I did not. So we want to outline everything. Sorry, we want to outline everything except for this part, this little shape inside of the screen. Otherwise, outline everything. Oh, and also a little lesson that I learned from my previous drawing tutorials: don't fill in anything until you finish rubbing out all the pencil later. So don't fill in anything with the outliner, just outline around it and then leave it. Okay, so I just finished outlining and I let it dry for about 5 minutes, I'd say. So since we're gonna be rubbing out the pencil, I suggest that you, if you haven't already, let the outliner dry for a few minutes so that when you're rubbing over the outliner it doesn't smudge, because there's nothing you can do about it once it does. There's no undoing it unless you want to use like if you want to use whiteout, which is not the best thing to use when you're about to draw over it, whether it's color or whatever. So anyway, once you've let it dry, it's time to rub it all out, which is what we'll be doing now. Okay, so I just rubbed out all the pencil and it looks like here that some of the paper ripped off. I'm not sure why. So I just went back and put in the line as well. So now that I rubbed everything out, I'm just gonna quickly go wash my hands because we wouldn't want any smudges on our piece of paper, because sometimes it could be a pain to get it off. So yep, you should all do that too if you have some smudgy hands. Okay, so once my hands are clean, Okay, so now that my hands are clean, we can start with coloring in. So I'll be starting off with the light blue, which will be the shape that was inside of the screen. So there is no outliner for this. So have to be really relatively careful with the size that you make it. So yeah, once we finish this, we'll move on to a different color as well. Okay, finished with the light blue, and as you can see, I'm not sure why, but with Copic pens, mostly the blues, especially the light blues, they like to bleed a lot once you draw with them. So I have to be really careful, but I guess I didn't do quite as well. When I was coloring in near the mouth, it kind of bled towards it, and I guess it's kind of like taking the color out of the outliner, which is actually making it blue, a dark blue, which you can see in the mouth. But I mean, I guess it doesn't look that bad. It kind of looks like shadow in a way, I guess. I don't know. But we're done with that, so now we'll move on to the dark blue, which is the inside of the eyes. And then once I finish that, we'll move on to the two dots and inside here, which will be black. Okay, so I finished that, and now let's move on to the gray, which is really just this little dot here. So there's barely anything, just this little dot, like so. This little button thing on his hand. That's all we're using the gray for. And now we are moving on to the red. So the red is everything that we have and everything that we haven't already colored in, except for here inside the mouth and the outside of the eye. Otherwise, everything is colored in. Okay, that is pretty much it with Dex Rotom. And since this hasn't been a very long episode, and I haven't been drawing for all that long actually, it hasn't taken me very long to do this, I was thinking maybe I'll put a bit of shading into there, so I'll just be going over the same color to make it slightly darker in some areas, and then yeah, that'll be the end. Okay, that is pretty much it. Rotom is complete, or Dex Rotom. Let's see, where shall we write it? Right up here. Okay, so yep, that is it. So be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this drawing tutorial, and be sure to comment down below what Pokemon you would like to see me draw in a future drawing tutorial. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up to date to those future drawing tutorials, as well as other things such as playthroughs that I am doing currently on my channel. So yes, goodbye until my next video. Bye bye.